So I had a really nice question from someone that I know, and she said, "You always have very young energy." She said, "Your kind of your vibe," she said, "is very young and sort of sparky." And she said, "How, with all the things that have happened to you in life or that you've experienced," and she said, "and like, raising your children and working and running the home and, all the things that you do, how on earth," she said, "do you stay so kind of like," what was the word she used? Yeah, just like, how do you have this young energy? I really, I loved that feedback and I loved that curiosity. So I said to her, "Can I answer this on Instagram? Because I'm trying to practice doing this. And I'm putting all the questions that we're getting that I normally just answer privately, just out there. Because I believe that if someone's had this question, other people will have too." Sorry, I need to stop moving around. It's annoying, isn't it? Is it annoying? I don't know. Well, this is one of the ways that I stay connected to my child, really, is what I'd say. I love little Beth. Little Beth still is inside of me. She is fun, creative. She's a bit of a tomboy on one hand, but she's she's very much a tomboy on one hand, but she's also very much playful, cheeky, bit naughty, bit rebellious, very kind, very loving. And I realised several years ago that little Beth had been left behind. That little Beth was not really welcomed very often, and probably little Beth would get me into trouble, and she wasn't conforming enough, and she would question too much, and she would rock the boat too much, and so she had been put away and left back in her childhood. And I realised that that's not actually where I want her to be, and that she was very much a part of me, and I wanted to welcome little Beth into Big Beth. So Big Beth became one big bundle of playful energy, and appropriate, of course, well, sometimes not, but appropriate, but where possible, that I wanted to have more playful child energy about me than I wanted to have getting old menopausal energy, if I'm really honest. And then that kind of like slightly weird integration happened, where I wanted little Beth to meet sensual adult Beth, and I wanted my sexy sensual side to meet my little Beth in the most appropriate and wonderful and deeply nourishing way. But I was raised very much in a kind of Christian, sexually repressed culture. So, and sexuality was, well, as we all know, in religion and religious cultures, it's not really understood. Let's just say that for now. And so introducing little Beth into my sexy, sensual Beth was quite weird for me. And I had to learn that. I had to really go on a journey. And with my therapist and with beautiful friends, I went on that journey. So it's about listening into my body, and listening mostly when I'm getting a bit barky or I'm overproducing. I have ADHD, so I have and my greatest expression of that is I just produce an extreme amount in a short space of time without taking breath. And I'm also a generator, so that, it's all quite interesting mix. But when I'm doing that too much, that's a little alarm for me. And I notice that I need to break it up. So, I'm on this yoga trapeze swing now, and I swing and let your body move in all sorts of funny ways. We've got a swing in the garden. We've got lots of toys here. Swing ball and archery and bike. I love going on my bike. I always feel little Beth on my bike. All kinds of games. We're a real game playing family. We play games together of all different shapes and sizes. And for me, getting into nature really helps me connect to little Beth, because when I grew up, I was, the best times I ever had were in nature. We used to go and play in this hay barn, and there was like these dens within the hay bales. And I can't tell you the excitement that ran through my body. And in fact, yesterday or the day before, we went to a hay barn with the kids and with a lovely friend from Spain and her daughter. And we were playing in the hay then, just actually not long enough, quite frankly, but doing things that take me out of my adult body, and being all appropriate and moving a certain way and just letting my arms and legs fly around. Dancing is where adult Beth and little Beth absolutely become one. And we have a right good time moving our body to almost any kind of music. So sometimes it's like the simplest and easiest thing to kind of find her and reach her. And sometimes I've really got to choose it, and I've got to get out of my head and go and do something more body focused. Often I find the child energy within me, the young spirit in me, doesn't want to think about stuff too much. She just wants to do stuff. She just wants to play. She wants her body to feel it. If her body feels it, the rest all follows. And the beautiful thing about being an adult that is led by her child energy most of the time, no, that's not true, that has big chunks of time where I'm led by the child in me, is that it just is backed up by the maturity that I've got. It's backed up by the way I can safeguard myself. It's backed up by the fact I've got a voice and I can be heard. So it's this wonderful combination, and it really just works for me. So also bringing that childlike, youthful curiosity and energy. Oh, sorry, I know I'm doing it again. It's because I'm talking about her. She's really here now. She wants to like swing like Billy-O. I'll just try and calm down for a minute. My legs are going. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, bringing that energy into my bedroom activities is great. It really is. It's so great. It's like, to be a lover that has a youthful energy, no matter what stage or age, no matter, what's going on, actually just adds this va-va-voom in the room that I personally really love, and I welcome it. So anyone want to know any more? Just get in touch.